Hello again. Please can you like and subscribe to my channel Avid Retro, and I will basically record some more videos like this in the future. So what I've got on the desk today is another DVD recorder. This one is of interest to me because I've not seen one in Britain before, and it's more common to see the EH50. This is a EH52, and after Googling I discovered that it's in fact a German model. So this would have been available over there. Now, it shares a very good chipset for the video, so it can be used as a video pass-through in the same way that a ES10 can be used. So if you're watching this video, you probably already know that the ES10 is one of the best standalone sort of pass-through units that you can still pick up pretty cheap, that will sort out some of your issues with your videos that you may have from many years back, and will at least correct them a little bit, like get rid of some tearing effects in particular. So this is a hard disk version of that player or recorder. I'm going to try to plug it in and see if I can get anywhere. I'm not expecting to, and the reason why is this one was bought very cheaply for 99 pence. Yeah, so this Panasonic DVD recorder with a hard disk in was purchased for 99 pence and for I think under a £5 for delivery. So all in all, there's not too much to lose if this doesn't work or I can't get it to work. So I've got it plugged in now but not switched on, so let's switch it on. It seems totally dead. Oh, maybe not totally dead. Now it's got the obvious issue here with the display, and this is very common on a lot of these units. You'll see the issue on some Sonys, and you'll see them on Panasonics as well. It's probably just saying please wait or loading. Okay, well, it's letting me select things. It's even got an SD card slot. So I'm just going to go back to DVD and just see if I can open. Wow, I'm amazed. That's the kind of caddy. So this is good for loading up RAM discs as well. So that's the random access memory DVDs, which actually are easier and have better editing features. So that's why it's got that kind of bit to the side. Sounds like the fan's powered up. Right, let's just close that. So I suppose I should really get this straight onto the monitor here and see if it's outputting any sort of picture. So I've just set the phone up this way so you can see the screen a bit better. Yeah, the first problem I'm going to have is probably language, isn't it? Because it's kind of still set up to be German. Okay, not sure where it is in here. Ah, there we are. Okay, good. Let's go back. That's good. Let's go to hard disk. And then, is there anything on the hard disk? Would that be navigator? It looks like whoever had this has deleted everything, which is fair enough. Okay, let's just try DVD then. Okay, so it should still be region 2 DVD. It's even playing the DVD, which is good. Just going through all those exciting notices. Okay, can I play that? Probably can't I? Wow. So I'm just putting it through a SCART HDMI to the computer monitor that's attached to my desk, and that does seem to be about to play, which is good. Move it on a little bit. Yeah, John Cryer, what happened to him? Old Charlie Sheen. So I think I should just take the disc back out, because that does seem to be playing okay. Whether or not it will record is another thing, but it's not labouring, so that's good. The drive bout is good in there. The fact that it's even working is amazing. I'm going to go and get the VHS machine now to connect to this. So I'm looking at record mode. Unfortunately, it only shows up in the display. So short play, that's long play, extra long play, that must be XP. Yeah, it's the top one, that one. That's the mode that we want. So it should just be a case of, let's just press play on here. So that's what we're seeing. And now we're going to try to record. I'm hoping that it's not protected, which I don't think it is. So it does look like it's recording. Just recording to hard disk at the moment in the top mode, the XP mode. This tape's quite old actually. Just leave that a few seconds. Dawson City. I remember going there. I didn't buy this video cassette, but I did go to Dawson City back in 2005, and I remember it being very light into the early hours. You could come out of somewhere after being out all evening, and the sun was still there. And let's just see if it's recorded to the disc. So I want to select Disc Navigator. Oh, there you go. And yeah, let's play. Looks like a perfect recording. Excellent. So my very reasonable purchase seems to be giving me even more. Let's now do its dubbing to DVD. Open up. Okay, it's reading. So what makes this a little bit trickier to use is this display. But as long as you know that you've got it set to the kind of top setting, then you could leave it alone basically. Remember though, at the top setting you'll get an hour on a DVD, a standard DVD, which isn't that long. So, okay, it looks like it's now at a stage where I should be able to try the dubbing process. So I will need to go back into function and come down here, dubbing. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll do high speed if it will let me. Yeah, that looks all reasonable, doesn't it? So I need to create the list. I'm going to select that item. Oh, it says it can't because, well, it just can, but that's okay because I only did a very short amount. I think there's another setting that you can change. So anyway, let's select that. I'm going to have to come out of here and change the speed in here. So format video, I'm just going to record it normal speed, XP. Okay, let's go back, create the list, new item, Yeah, now it should be happy. Okay, good. Let's start dubbing. Yes, we are okay. Thank you. So it's actually playing it as it dubs. Interesting. Okay, so now it's writing the last bit of information to the DVD. It's super quiet actually, quite impressed. I've got later models of this DVD kind of recorder, but the chipset on the very early models tend to be better on the Panasonics. Okay, so it's saying, now please press enter to finish dubbing. Finalise the disc to playback, it says. Okay, so I'm going to just press enter, and I'm just, maybe I'm going to leave the disc open for now, but it should let me play it on here anyway, shouldn't it? So let's go to DVD and then press play. And that's now playing off of DVD. What's the catch, you may ask? Picking up something as cheap as this that actually works in all ways. I'm wondering if it's had some work done on it, or maybe the capacitors are very close to being no good. I'm going to pop the cover off just to have a look out of interest. Now, I was reading a little bit more about this particular machine, the EH52, and someone mentioned that you can use it for pass-through, but best leave it on for a quarter of an hour before you start doing your capturing, because when it's been on and the hard disk spins down, so maybe the hard disk goes into like a hibernation mode, they mentioned that it does tell you on the screen that it's doing that, which seems obviously a little bit unnecessary, but because it's saying that, that will be picked up as part of your capturing. So that's something to bear in mind. Now, maybe if it's set to DVD mode, maybe it doesn't tell you that if it's left on for any length of time. I'll have to try that out. And here it is. So first inspections, it's quite clean in here. There's the Samsung disk drive, that's 80 gigabytes. It's got some capacitors that are starting to look a little bit iffy. There's one here that's kind of about to pop. This one's already gone on the power supply board. So this one and this one visually, but obviously some of these others might be quite close. But for it to be working at all, seems pretty good. Quite telling, the bottom of this lid for the Panasonic, in that it must have been on a little bit because it's showing signs of heat here. They've even got a special kind of heat protective part to it, but you can see where the capacitor on the power supply had popped. There's quite a lot of capacitors on this board, isn't there? Some probably decent quality ones over here, just by the colours of them you can kind of tell, but yeah, I think I would be very tempted just to do a couple, this one and this one for now, and just carry on using it because it's obviously working at the moment. It wouldn't hurt to change those, would it? What values are they? 105 Celsius. Okay, 680s, and they're 6.3 volts. So 680 microfarads, and I bet the other one is the same. Spin that round. Yeah, that's a 680, 6.3 as well. So 2 capacitors of the same voltage and microfarads are definitely needing changing on there, but probably had little amount of use, I would say. It's just pretty clean. You can normally tell if there's much of a build up. There's not much of a build up on that fan at all. It's pretty kind of dust free. Yeah, so it's looking good. And I'm only going to change what is looking obvious to the eye. Now, to save time, I'm just going to snip the legs. I might do this one properly because it's on the power supply board, but this one I'll probably just snip the legs there. Oh, that's nothing, that's just me getting my finger on there. Yeah, so I'll probably snip the legs on this one and solder it in. This one, yeah, I'll probably just take the board out for that. This is the replacement that I've got. It's a 16 volt one, so it's way over spec, but it's not going to be a problem. The reason why is there's just so much room, so it'll be fine on both of these boards, so that's good. Very careful, especially with this part of the board. It's being powered on. This one here will be full of charge, so just be warned, don't touch that. It's a bit naughty there. Just pulled that through the board. I'll just snip. Okay, done. power on now then. It's a shame that these suffered from fading. It'd be worse on this side. I've left a disc in there, so it's probably trying to read everything at once. Okay, so let's just do... Oh, now power on. There you go, DVD. Try playing the DVD, I think. Oh, fan's kicked on the back. The power supply. It's not a bad design inside compared to some DVD recorders. It seems to be fairly well spaced out and lots of room for airflow, which was definitely an issue on the JVCs. And there you go, playing again. So I haven't broken it. I have just replaced the two capacitors for now. If it was showing signs of struggling to write to disk, or in fact just getting stuck and not turning on properly, then obviously it's a bigger job. You would have to look at replacing lots of these sort of black capacitors hit on this side of the power supply board. So I've only replaced one for now. They may be a bit close. I've not gone in and measured them. I have got an ESR meter, but for now it seems to be working fine, which is obviously the main thing, and it's a good result. To pick this up for just over £5 actually, including delivery. So it was well wrapped as well, which was good, and in not bad condition, so a decent one to have to hand as a spare for sure. I will do a test to see if it comes up with messages that the hard disk is going to sleep, because that's obviously something to be aware of if you're using it as a pass-through and just taking the signal from it. So I will try that out, and I will put into the comments my findings. So for now I'm just going to turn this off and put the cover back on. Well, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I shall do some similar videos in the future. Bye for now.